Welcome back to India Tonight. We're discussing Indo-Pak relations after the SAARC summit in the Maldives, which appears to have changed the mood between the two countries. Mr. Bajpai, let's broaden our discussion. Do you believe that Pakistan's constraints and compulsions on its western border, particularly as it gears up for an Afghanistan from which America is steadily withdrawing, provide a moment of opportunity for India? Or is this at best a temporary tactical shift and nothing more?
I'm not sure what kind of opportunity for India you are referring to. Be quite honest with you, the government of India is hopeless at sharing information or trying to persuade others about its case. I don't really know what India is planning or capable of doing or trying to do in Afghanistan that could possibly be a cause of anxiety to Pakistan. We have had 65 years during which Pakistan, or rather Afghanistan and India have had separate quarrels with Afghanistan, but neither of us has supported the other on those quarrels. We have never supported the Afghan claim regarding the Durand line. They have never supported us on Kashmir. We have done nothing to harm Pakistan. All this rumor mongering that has been indulged in at the highest level about our consulates and God knows what else is a complete fabrication intended to disguise Pakistan's own intentions regarding Afghanistan. You referred to the withdrawal of the Americans. I think Pakistan, quite understandably, but I think wrongly, is looking forward to taking control of the area itself. Though here I must remind you what your very good interview with Imran Khan said. People seem to forget the Afghans also have a say in all this.
Absolutely. Aziz Ahmad Khan, how do you view that very same question? Do you think that Pakistan's compulsions and constraints on the western border provide a moment of opportunity to improve relations on the east with India? Or would you go with the skepticism that you've just heard from Mr. Bajpai?
As far as the improvement of relations between the two countries are concerned, I don't think it should be dependent on progress on the western border and the progress about settlement of peace in Afghanistan. Those are two separate issues. However, one should try and see that Afghanistan does not become yet another problem between the two countries. As it is, we have a whole plethora of unresolved issues which we have not managed to resolve, and if Afghanistan also through some misperception or misunderstanding becomes yet another issue between India and Pakistan, that would be a great tragedy. I think there is an opportunity for both countries to cooperate as far as establishment of peace are concerned, but that would also require tremendous amount of understanding, and particularly on part of India as far as Pakistan's concerns with Afghanistan are concerned, because you see with this 2,500 kilometer long border and with free movement across the border, 3 million Afghan refugees and more raring to come over as in case things go bad in Afghanistan, makes it imperative that there is some durable peace in Afghanistan so that people do not cross over to our side and those who are here go back. So it is the best thing is there is an opportunity that India and Pakistan sit together and see how they can cooperate, and also in the larger regional interest, just as has been decided in the Istanbul conference, we can cooperate.
There are just about 16 months left to the next and forthcoming elections in Pakistan. Can Gilani and Zardari really deliver anything meaningful at this point, with elections staring them in the face? Or do we need to in fact sit back and wait for the possibility, many Pakistanis look upon it as the hope, that someone like Imran could come to power or be in a position to influence decisions after the elections, and hope that his different view of looking at India produces better results?
It depends on what we define by meaningful results. If by meaningful results we mean an end to cross-border terrorism and the complete dismantling of the terror networks, that won't happen. It won't happen under these two gentlemen. It won't happen under the future dispensation, perhaps not for a long time. If, however, we define gains, or we seek gains that are incremental on the trade front, on people-to-people relations, on other areas, what people call low-hanging fruit. I think these two gentlemen are more than capable of delivering, and it is in our interest that they deliver. It is in our interest that we encourage them to do so, and to the extent to which India needs to engage with Pakistan, be broad-minded and find a way to move ahead. This is something that we should do.
Okay.
Afghanistan is going to remain a problem between the two countries because the Americans will leave in 2014, and I think it's a good thing that they leave because finally it's only an Afghan army that can win the insurgency there. But India and Pakistan have to find a way to talk about the situation in Afghanistan because it's part of SAARC, it's part of South Asia, it's part of our history and culture, and so we need to not make that another arena for competition between ourselves.
Mr. Bajpai, you were kind enough to refer to the Imran Khan interview. Now, one of the very important things that Imran Khan said was that he endorsed fully and completely a proposal made by Asif Zardari to our sister program Devil's Advocate 3 years ago, when Asif Zardari said that India and Pakistan should sort out their problem over Kashmir in the same way as India and China are resolving their border dispute by putting it on the back burner and leaving it for a later, wiser generation to sort out, and in the meantime build confidence and trust by boosting trade. When 3 years ago Zardari made that comment, the Indian side completely ignored it. They gave him no encouragement, and he suffered because the army got back at him and said he'd been rebuffed. Now that Imran Khan, who many in Pakistan see as the hope and future, has endorsed the same line, how should the Indian government respond this time round?
Well, it's very important that we keep on plugging for confidence building measures. There are so many things that we need to do. But one of them has been this question of trade between the two. There is nothing, as Mr. Badarajan has said, it's a win-win situation. It's better for both countries. There's no reason why it should have been held up.
Okay.
But now that there are prospects of its opening, I agree entirely that we should continue this confidence building measure. But this chicken and egg argument goes on all the time. Address the core issue or address the confidence. We have to do both.
What's your answer to that specific question, Siddharth Varadarajan? How should we respond to the fact that Imran has strongly endorsed what I called the Zardari proposal of 3 years ago?
I know that we are keen for this Zardari proposal, which is in a way the Manmohan Musharraf proposal, to be firmly back on the bilateral agenda, either through the back channel or the front channel. It is in our interest that people, all stakeholders in Pakistan, re-embrace or find a way to reconnect with that formula, because that's the only formula which allows for the peaceful resolution of the Jammu and Kashmir issue. So I think in a subtle sort of way, I think the government of India should appreciate the fact that people in Pakistan, important people like Mr. Imran Khan, are endorsing this approach, and express the hope that within the Pakistani government, this proposal will find greater traction than it has over the last 2 years.
Very, very quickly, Aziz Ahmed Khan, we have just about 10 seconds. Do you think the establishment in Pakistan endorses the position that Imran's taken, or do you think he's a lone voice? A quick answer.
I do not think that it would be opposed were this position to be taken. After all, we were talking through the back channel and so moving forward as far as the resolution of Kashmir issue was concerned. I think we can take it up on the front channel about on the same lines and carry on and see how we can resolve the issue. It will find an endorsement by everybody.
Alright, on that very positive note, we bring this particular episode to an end. My thanks to all my three guests for joining me, and if you have been, thanks for watching. Goodbye. Good night.